Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So right now we're going to talk about capital structure for chapter 12. So first of all, practical issue. So what is the disadvantages of debt? Whenever we use debt, we know that most of the time, most of the time, bank will impose a covenant with us, which means that there's a certain rules or regulation that need to be adhered towards the covenant, or else there will be a penalty to us that we need to pay to the bank. However, there are also advantages of that, which is that by using that, it's quite cheaper quite cheaper cost of finance rather than by using equity. That has a better impact on our APS, since that will not dilute the total of share in the company. That is quicker and faster to issue than a share, since you can directly go to the bank and communicate towards the proposal and whatnot with the bank, rather than for a share you need to issue a share, you need to go to the market to issue it, and you need to wait for the potential investor to purchase your share. Okay, so right now we're going to talk about practical capital structure consideration. So practical issue, life cycle. A new growing business usually will find it quite difficult to forecast cash flow with any certainty, so high level of gearing is unwise. So that might be the reason that why they are not quite keen to rely on debt. And also, bank usually will not give a huge amount of loan towards new companies, since they don't have a quite good credit rating yet with the bank. Operational gearing. If fixed costs are high, the contribution will be high relative to profit. High fixed cost means that future cash flow may be volatile, so high gearing is not sensible. Since if you have high gearing, this means that you have a lot of obligation to satisfy before you can earn your profit after tax. So we're going to talk about capital structure theory. There's 4 capital structure theory. First of all, the traditional theory is that we believe that debt is cheaper than loan. That debt is cheaper than equity. So it's much more sensible for us to use or maximize debt in comparison to equity. However, in relation to the usage of debt, we also believe that whenever there's a lot of debt, there's also a possibility of debt to increase our financial risk. Since in traditional theory, we still recognize the financial risk of finance usage. So whenever there's a lot of debt, it will result in high gearing. Whenever you have high gearing, it will increase the financial risk of a business. So whenever there's a high financial risk of business, it will increase the investor expectation of return, since investing in the company will now seem a risky move. So an investor will deem or expect a greater rate of return. So in the long run, it will increase the cost of the weighted average of capital, since there's an increase in risk in the business. Second, M&M without tax. M&M without tax believe that in the world of no tax, we believe that a company worth is purely determined by the total earning of the company and the level of business risk attached to those earnings. Okay, and then M&M with tax believe that since there's the existence of tax, that means that we have a tax shield. Tax shield is a saving made when since interest is a tax deductible item. So when you have a tax deductible item, it's going to reduce your relevant cash flow outflow. So this in turn is a tax shield. However, this means that a company should use debt as much finance as it can. Its weighted average cost of capital continue to fall as gearing arises. And lastly, pecking order theory. Pecking order theory see the financing decision in practical terms and suggests that a firm will finance project in the following order. First of all, find internal finance. Second, use debt. Third, convertible debt. Fourth, preference share. And lastly, is issuance of new equity. These are built in accordance to the relative risk attached with those financing component. Okay, and then equity beta and asset beta. So equity beta, the beta of a company's share reflect both of business risk and financial risk, the risk of debt in the capital structure. Since most of the company have some level of debt finance, an equity beta can be assumed to be a gate beta. In example, the beta of a company that employs some debt finance. So